about these games that I haven't warned you about.
Yeah.
The ups and the downs. You're up 30 and it's tied within a second. You're down 30, it's tied within a field just like that. Know this. This is the best football team in the United States.
So City College of San Francisco is the most successful junior college football program in the history of the United States. We've won more championships, more conference championships. We've scholarshiped more players to every level, but we've in particular scholarshiped more players to the Division I level than any other junior college in the entire country.
We are the winningest college football program in America since 1990.
Our winning percentage since 1990 is over 89%. When you come here, we're going to create opportunities that you didn't have coming out of high school or coming from your previous college. When you come to City College of San Francisco, a whole new world of opportunities open to you.
Some great players here. They got their second opportunity to get themselves into the next level.
There's very few junior colleges where legacy and alma mater pride, so to speak, is as important as it is here. People that play here, they talk about their time at City College, or even more commonly referred to simply as City. There's a lot of city colleges around the country, but when you say city, people know it's San Francisco.
City College of San Francisco is a very, very special place.
And it's because of the football program and the legacy of the people that have come before.
It has a legacy that goes all the way to 75 years plus.
We've had a Heisman Trophy winner. We've had countless players in the NFL, Super Bowl champions. And everyone who comes to City College wants to play here because they want to be a part of the history and the legacy that this program has.
And we have such a diverse team, kids from all kinds of realms, culturally, financially, socially, and they all come together here.
We have a $100 million athletic center that rivals any Division I facility you will find that is less than 10 years old. Every resource you need is here for you to succeed. The legacy is unrivaled, and now you have an opportunity to compete at the highest level of junior college football.
Much love from the SFC. Handle bricks in the back and candlestick. House into a piece. You better grab it. Still cannon, 40 and 50 caliber. 5-time champion, destroy any challenger. Kids like Barry, score like Jerry. Still right here, feel more than Mary.
At City College of San Francisco, academics come first. It's student-athlete, not athlete-student.
Well, the process here is very simple. We have a support system that guides the student-athlete from day one on all the way through graduation. We have an academic counselor that's assigned to our athletic department.
We're one of the few junior colleges in the state of California that has an academic advisor who only works with athletes. Her office is in the athletic center across the hall from my office, and she meets only with student athletes, and she understands all the NCAA regulations and transfer rules that a regular counselor on campus is not privy to.
We strive to give our student athletes a second opportunity academically and athletically so they can succeed in life, not just for their college education, but throughout life.
When you come to City College of San Francisco, you know that you're gonna get a chance to play in championship games. You're gonna get a chance to be exposed and promoted to four-year schools like you've never been before.
Everything's set up for success. Anybody that has the will and the work ethic to come in here and get the job done will succeed.
With the academic resources we have, the coaching staff we have, we provide all the support needed to thrive and be able to accept all the new opportunities that are going to come your way.
Number 3, City College of San Francisco hosts number 6 ranked Butte College. These teams have split their last 12 matchups. Who will move on to 3-0? You'll find out next.
Welcome to George M. Rush Stadium on the campus of City College for this California Community College matchup between the number 6 2-0 Butte Roadrunners and the 2-0 number 3 ranked City College of San Francisco. Greetings wherever you may be, and thanks for joining us on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock, and we think we've got a great matchup here today. These teams, as we mentioned, have split the last 12 matchups. There's not a lot of opponents that play City College of San Francisco that can say that. In 2022, Butte, that was last season, Butte beat City College of San Francisco up at Butte 35-14. City College of San Francisco turned the ball over 5 times and gave up a touchdown pass with no time remaining to end the first half. It was all Roadrunners as they snapped the Rams' 16-game winning streak and knocked off then-ranked number 1 team in California, City College of San Francisco. In 2019, the Rams won 35-24. The last time teams had won back-to-back matchups, that was Butte College in 2013 and 2012. These teams were in the same conference from 2002 to 2013. The keys to victory first for Robbie Silm. These come right from the coaches for Butte. Start fast. Win the turnover battle. And win the fourth quarter. That's from Coach Snelling in his 7th season as the head coach, 18th overall at the school. He played at Butte. His career record is 40-19 for the Rams from Jimmy Collins. Win the turnover battle, win inside the 10-yard line, and win third down in less than 4 yards, and we'll talk about that. So those are the keys for Coach Collins in his 8th season here at City College, played at City College, was an offensive coordinator here. His career record is 64-19, and he's won 2 California/national titles. We'll come back with more on this great matchup. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. So the coin flip, Jerry Robinson is our referee. Todd Sparks, Jesse Miller, Brad Steinman, Tom Leonatoni, Chris Mendaka, and Johnny Nager are our officials. The Rams in their black uniforms, white pants, Butte, white tops, black pants. They traveled early this morning from Butte to get here. So the Rams will defer their choice to the second half. They'll kick off to Butte. But we talked about earlier about third and less than 4. That is what Butte wants to live in all day long. They do not want to be in third and long. And for City College, you're talking about win the turnover battle. This season, they've thrown 5 interceptions, no fumbles, but they have a -4 turnover ratio. But they are 2-0, but that's something they've got to clean up. In particular, throwing interceptions. They've thrown one in the end zone and one near the end zone, and those are some things that they have to clean up, and some of the things that are lurking from last season. To honor America, here at George M. Rush Stadium on the campus of City College of San Francisco, our national anthem.
As we have a moment of silence as we remember Justin McAllister. We invite you to please remain standing as we play our national anthem, as we honor our flag and our country.
City Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco Football, American Asphalt, Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, Mitchell's Ice Cream, and We Ball Sports. So the Rams will kick off to Butte. And I think the key matchup is the run defense of the Rams, which is, to say they're stingy is an understatement. They're giving up 14.5 yards a game rushing. You can't run through the teeth of this defense. That'll be a challenge for the Roadrunners. And Butte is averaging 168 yards on the ground. That's 20th in the state. They're very balanced. 140 plays, 56% run, 44% pass. They can maintain that today. Might be a great opportunity for them to get the road win here. Oliveira will kick off for the Rams. Thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV, taking at the 4-yard line. And he's got room to run. Jonah Marqueta, 92 yards, and the Roadrunners. What did Coach Snelling say? Fast start? I don't think you'd start any faster than that. Marqueta with a 92-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Nice return and a breakdown on special teams for the Rams. A 95-yard kickoff return by Jonah Marqueta. And it's 6-zip. And the Rams haven't run a play yet. And the kick is up. And it's no good, so the Butte fails to put a point on the board. They lead 6-0. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. Coach Snelling said a fast start, Jeremy, and well, that's about as fast as you can go. But they miss the extra point, which we're going to go a little Vince Scully and make a note and how that might possibly have an effect. Alvarez coming into the game was 6 for 6. Now he's 6 for 7. And the Roadrunners up 6-zip here at George M. Rush Stadium. Mahassan and Washington are deep for the Rams. Alvarez will tee it up. I'm Chris Babcock, and thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV. Kick taken at the 10. Mahassan, and he returns it to the 28-yard line where the Rams will start. Let's give you the Rams offensive starter led by quarterback Dorian Hale. He's 35 of 51, 364 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. He is the Rams' leading rusher at 187 yards. Afoa, Malini, Campos, Sofa Fatua, Rogers are up front. They've given up 5 sacks on the season. We've got a Ram player or a Butte player that's injured on the 30-yard line. Robinson, Mahassan, Newton, and Crum are the wide receivers. Out today for San Francisco is the chain mover, Max Rodarty. So he's had 13 receptions and 3 touchdowns this year. So somebody's going to have to step up. Hale at quarterback. 2-by-2 set for the Rams in their black uniforms. It's going to be a quarterback run. And Hale, weaving through traffic, breaks 3 tackles, and then his own man tackles him. It's going to be a 13-yard gain and a first down for the Rams. Dorian Hale has been running this offense since June, so there's some growing things that the coaching staff's going to work through in the passing game. But his ability to run, I think, is going to be something that's going to present problems to the opponent's defense. 3-by-1 set here. 1st and 10. And then we've got our first flag of the game. And I think that might have triggered the Roadrunners' defensive front. Aiden Sullivan is their leading tackler. 9 tackles, 2 sacks. That's 0. He's going to get you to the football. Defensively, they're giving up 10 points per game. That's number 8. They have 5. They've created 5 turnovers. They have 5 sacks. They're 24% on 3rd down. 1st and 15 for the Rams. And Jerry Robinson don't know why he was asked to come off the field, some kind of equipment issue. Nevertheless, it's 1st and 15. Clock's running here in San Francisco. Mahassan making a 2-back set, and he'll get the handoff. And I told you about him, and early on he's showing out. That's Aiden Sullivan getting himself deep into the scouting report. When they motion to 2 backs, he knows they're going to run a little sweep off this. And watch 0 come off the edge and did not get touched on the block. So now the Rams are 2nd and 21. You can expect some type of screen here for Coach Collins. In his 8th season here, Rams were 7-4 last year. Hale has got time, throws it deep, and it's incomplete. Pretty good coverage there. Marvelous Owens. We have a flag, and that's downfield. That usually is some type of defensive holding. And we'll get the call from Jerry Robinson. So it's a personal foul on San Francisco, and that's Brandon Newton. And is he ejected? And he's ejected. So, inauspicious start for the Rams. They give up the kickoff return for a touchdown, and then Newton is ejected from the game, and Coach Collins is pleading his case, but I think it's a little too late. We have a shot of that at all? See if we can come up with something. We were watching the play downfield on the post route. We want to thank all of our partners, City College of San Francisco Football, American Asphalt, Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, Mitchell's Ice Cream. I might go after the game. Weeball Sports, and Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley. So make a note of that. Newton ejected with 12:58 left in the first quarter. So that's two wide receivers that are out right now for City College of San Francisco because Rodarty's hurt and he's out. And then Newton. I don't want to speculate, but normally an ejection like that is you throw a punch. And it's obvious and blatant. Run. Nice cut. Nice another cut by Washington. It's 3rd and 36, and at least you got a chance to flip the field, and the punt team will come on for City College of San Francisco. Just to get yourself a little bit of room for your punter, to get yourself a chance to flip this field. Wobbly kick. It's going to land. Doesn't take much of a bounce, and it's not much of a kick either. That's about a 23-yard punt, and that's something that hurt City College of San Francisco last year at Butte, kicking into the elements. Here, not much as far as elements go whatsoever. But the special teams so far for 2 chances with the Rams has not been very good. So that's a 23-yard punt. And Butte will run their first play from scrimmage. Rieger Sayre is the quarterback, and they'll run in this heavy set. Follow number 8, and he's going to take you to the football. Inside run for 5 yards. And that's Christian Vaughn, and they're going to get right up on the football. We can hear the coaches next door calling the plays. We might see some type of fast screen here. No, speed option. Little pitch. And a nice tackle in space. And the Rams rally to the football. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. See what this Rams defense can play a little complimentary football and get a 3 and out. The Rams have 10 sacks, but they're looking for their first interception of the season. Carroll's their leading receiver. Throw downfield, and it's complete. 5 beat 5. Brandon Smith with the catch. "36-yard gain. Rieger Sayre with a dime. Beat Elias Williams on the go route, and the Roadrunners are inside the red zone. Screen, a little shallow cross to the tight end, and the Rams rally up. Dylan Stubbs, his second catch of the season, listed as a wide receiver. The Rams rally up and get the stop on that play. A very balanced offense when it comes to Butte College. As we mentioned, 56% run, 44% pass. They'll stay with this double tight set. 2nd and 10. RPO, Rieger. And he's met rudely by the Rams defense. Jalen Camp rallies up to the football here. And it'll be 3rd down and 8. Roadrunners of 53% of conversion on 3rd down. The Rams defense is doing a good job. They're getting off the field. Teams have only converted 8 of 23 against them. 3rd and 7. Empty backfield. Sayre rushed out of the pocket. He's just going to run, and he might have enough for the 1st down, and he does. Sayre does what really just breaks a defensive team's back is when the quarterback picks up a 1st down because guys get out of their rush lanes. Brilliant job by him. He's got 20, that's his 21st carry, but that was a big conversion on 3rd and 8 down to the 8-yard line. It's been all Butte College. They'll go a fullback and 2 tight ends, make it 3 tight ends. We call this heavy set. And it's inside run. Spins out of 3 tackles. And then we've got a penalty, more than likely a hold. Catoanga with the play. Here's the call. So Gabe Garrettson called for the grapple, and it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and it'll make it 1st and goal from the 14. He'll stay with that heavy set. Watch some type of play pass with the fullback slip into the flat here. Cut back. Not much there. Picking up give him 3. 2nd and goal from the 11. Christian Vaughn coming into the game. He had 192 yards and 3 touchdowns rushing. Butte's 2-0. They beat COS at COS opening game and then blew out DVC last week 51-zip. They'll play Modesto JC next Saturday. That game will be live right here on NorCal Sports TV. 2nd and 12. Throwback to the tight end. Wide open. Carroll catch. Inside down to about the 3-yard line. Carroll. Watch number 8 slip through here. Coming underneath. Makes the catch. And it's 3rd down and 4. Appreciate how Butte's kind of just picked up some chunks playing behind the chain. Well, we're started at 1st and goal from the 4, and that got moved back, but now they're in really great position here. 3rd and 3. Speed option, little out to the left, and then not much there. Maybe got to the original line of scrimmage. So they fake the dive, and then it's flip left. But the Rams defense stops, and it'll be a field goal attempt for the Roadrunners. Danny Alvarez is 4 for 5 this year in field goals, but I think that's one room for growth for this Butte offense is to score touchdowns in the red zone versus kicking field goals. You don't like to see that your field goal kicker has already attempted 6 or 5 field goals, make it 6 early in the season. So the Rams down early here, 9-0. They'll get the kick after this. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. City College of San Francisco football partners, Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, where the neighborhood goes to take a time out to share classic cocktails and a great meal with family and friends. Mitchell's Ice Cream, celebrating over 70 years in San Francisco. Stock up for celebrations with family and friends. And WeBall Sports. Head to WeBallSports.com, your number one source for premium football apparel and equipment. Ned Milan has over 19 years of experience in the financial industry, serving individuals, their families, business owners, and corporate executives. Ned proactively helps to develop a comprehensive financial plan in order to provide the appropriate investment strategy for clients. This includes retirement and estate planning, asset management, tax planning, and liability management. Please contact 1998 Monte Vista alum Ned Milan to develop a plan for your family. Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, seeking to help you simplify your financial life by maximizing your potential for meeting life goals. And Butte will kick off. Mahassan takes it at the 9. Gets a couple of great blocks, but then there to clean it up. Austin Young, the freshman. And the Rams will get their second possession of the game, starting at their own 27-yard line. In at running back for the Rams, Dayton Pearson, number 21, set behind Hale, who's in the pistol. Inside run, and not much there. Connor Hogan with the claw, with the club, makes the play. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Bottom of your screen is Cam Robinson. Did not play last week against Sac City. Had 6 catches against the Bear Cubs. Speed option, then it's a slip underneath, and Aiden Sullivan, oh my goodness gracious, all over that play. So it appears to be speed option, but then there's a running back that cuts with this 2-back set and runs right there underneath, and then Sullivan cleaning things up. So it'll be 3rd down and 7. The Rams are 12 of 29, 21st in the state on converting on 3rd down. Hale, throw, incomplete. Had a receiver wide open in the flat, Jake Calcagno. But Hale made the read to the middle of the field. But Calcagno is wide open for an easy 1st down. But the Rams are going to have to punt. Bisharatpur will be back deep to take this snap. And he is rushed, and it's not going to be another very good kick. So he's had 2 punts today, one for 25 and one for 23. And you could tell the Butte coaches saw something on the film. They're going to rush him and speed him up. And you're putting your defense in a bad spot with a 25-yard punt because it's a short field, and it feeds right into this Butte College offense that wants to be balanced. So they'll take over, and there's 12 men on the field, no call. Now we've late arrival on Roadrunner Airlines. Beep, beep. And then Coach Snelling's going to have to call a timeout, and we'll take a break. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. Losing streak. So we've got a timeout. Something you don't want to do coming just after getting a short kick and you don't have enough guys on the field. Other than that, it's been all positive for the Roadrunners. So when your special teams today, opening kickoff was returned for 95 yards by Marqueta of Butte. Then a 23-yard punt sets up a short field that the Roadrunners capitalize with a field goal. And then here, another short punt, 25 yards, and he gets him an even shorter field. So it's a 3-by-1 set here for the Roadrunners in white. And the Rams defense needs to get a stop here. Quarterback keeper by Sayre. And good defense by the Rams. Tyler Lopolo out of Freedom with the tackle. He had 11 tackles coming into the game. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And the Roadrunners, if they're going to huddle, they're going to try to really monopolize this football. Play clock down under 15. 2nd and 10. Bubble motion here out towards the Rams bench, and it's going to be a bubble screen, and the Rams are all over it. Janari Boone out of Benicia comes up, and now it'll make it 3rd and 12. So that motion, and I imagine the Roadrunners have a counter off that play because the Rams were all over it. But here you got to have defined rush lanes because the quarterback, Sayre's got the ability to pick up a first down with his feet. He's done that already today. Back to pass. Scrambles. We've got a hold. The throw complete. It's first down, but I imagine this one's going to come back. Or illegal hands to the face. Rams had one penalty last week against Sac City. Here's the call. So, personal foul, hands to the face. Joseph Hughes, the left guard, is called for that. So now it'll be 3rd and 27 if my Chico State math is correct. And although it's been all Butte, it's only 9-0, so there's plenty of time for the Rams. So now it's 3rd and 27. There's nowhere on any coach's sheet that says, hey, Gosh darn it, we're 3rd and 27, right where I was waiting to be, and here's my list of plays. I would imagine some type of screen or short pass, not very high risk, just to get a little bit better field position for the punt team. And the clock will start up here. 3rd and 27. Rams better not fall for the old double move. It's going to be a screen. Nice job by the Rams defense to rally up to the football. And don't know if they're fighting over a loose ball. The last thing you want here if you're the Rams is to create some type of personal foul by pulling somebody off the pile. The fist is in the air. That means 4th down, and the Rams will get a stop. So the poor punt doesn't hurt the Rams defense. And Calcagno out of Cal High will be the deep receiver for the Rams. Gabe Estabrook has 5 punts inside the 20, averaging just under 45 yards a kick. Rams defense steps up after the poor punt and get a chance to get off the field here. Then you hit. That's the Butte. That's the Butte coaching staff, and hopefully some of those swear words that I say so often but not on the air aren't coming through. But it looks like the punter, Estabrook, is hurt. You got a replay of that? He might have got blocked into, but right in front of the official. And you could obviously hear the opinion of the Butte coaching staff. Or was he just trying to really sell it? So 29-yard line for the Rams. The offense has only got 1 first down so far, but they only trail by 9. Hale, Washington offset to his right, and it's a quarterback run, and picks up maybe 1. On the tackle for Butte was Dylan LaBarbera, has 8 tackles on the season and a sack and 3 TFLs. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Rams offense just looking for some tempo. Hale, good protection, throw, intercepted. Gabe Foster. And we talked about the interceptions by the Rams. That's their 6th interception that they have thrown this season. And this is just great robbery by Gabe Foster, sinking into the hook zone and robbing the play. So Foster with the pick, and the Roadrunners in business at the City College of San Francisco 30-yard line. 121. Sayre, play action pass, rolls to his left, deep throw, and that's going to be intercepted. What do we have? You got dueling interceptions, and that is the first interception this season for the Rams. And the cagey veteran Dylan Camp gets the first pick right after the Butte College Roadrunners got an interception. So Camp with the pick. So the Rams will start on their own 20. Watched a lot of football, and it's been amazing how many times you actually see that happen. Washington. Offset to Hale. Rinse and repeat. He picks up 8 yards. Miguel Valdez, the Rams played with a tight end on that particular play and pick up as one of their best running plays of the game. 8 yards. Washington out of St. Mary's. He's quite a load. He gets a little forward lean on you. Runs through arm tackles and moves the chains. Rinse and repeat. So the Rams pick up the first down and see if Coach Collins will try to get a playoff here before the end of the first quarter. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be on the World Wide Web for City College of San Francisco football here on NorCal Sports TV. Motion across the formation. Play action pass. Hale will keep it and scramble out. We've got a flag down. So no matter what happens with this play, he runs it down to the 30-yard line. And when it's thrown there, it's normally some type of procedure penalty. And we'll wait for Jerry Robinson to make the call. That's a 38-yard run that'll be nullified. And here's the call. Coach Collins keeps the hair pretty tight, so there's not any to really pull out. But that's just a mechanical thing. And it nullifies a big run by Hale. Did not give them any advantage, but you got to play by the rules. So it's all Butte College, 9-zip. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV.
We set a goal a long time ago to be the national champion.
I fucking love this team, man. City champs, boy. City champs, undefeated.
City College of San Francisco football. Learn more about the 11-time national champion Rams at ccsfathletics.com. City College of San Francisco football, a tradition of winning. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for more than 40 years. Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, seeking to help you simplify your financial life by maximizing your potential for meeting life goals. Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, where the neighborhood goes to take a time out to share classic cocktails and a great meal with family and friends. Mitchell's Ice Cream, celebrating more than 70 years in San Francisco. Stock up for celebrations with family and friends. And Weeball Sports. Head to weeballsports.com, your number one source for premium football apparel and equipment. So the Rams, 3 penalties for 25 yards, and the last one was very costly. 32-yard run at nullified. Empty backfield here for the Rams, and then they'll reset with split backs. It's a run with Mahassan and gets to the original line of scrimmage. But trailing and making a nice play is Gabe Foster, who has a pick early on. So if you're just joining us, Butte College returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And then a short punt by City College of San Francisco at a short field, and that put the Roadrunners up 9-zip. And then teams traded interceptions. There's the game. Hale, deep ball. Mahassan out of his reach, incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Connor Hogan bringing the club with the hit on Hale. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Rams. had Mahassan, but he's got to put a little bit more air on that to give him a chance to run underneath it. And one of the focal points for this Rams coaching staff is trying to get the ball to Mahassan as much as they can. 3rd and 10. 4-man front for the Roadrunners. They'll rush 4 and drop 7 into coverage. Hale's got room to run. He'll pick up the first down and more. 13-yard first down. 13-yard gain on that run on 3rd down to pick up the first down. You can't rush past Hale. See the guys rush past him? You give him a lane to run. You get out of your rush lanes, and then that's the result. So the Rams trying to put something together. This drive started on their own 20 after Camp's interception, the first one this season for the Rams. 2-by-1 set, unbalanced line, and Hale better protect that football. And if he takes too many hits like that, it's going to be a long game. And then we've got another flag on, and this is way after the play and away from, and not even, this is the center, Ryan Rogers, getting tangled up with a Butte College defender away from the play. So it's going to be a post-play penalty. So you're going to lose if it's against you and you're the Rams. That's a 15-yarder. See what the call is. So the Rams, 1 penalty last week. They've had 4 already, 2 15-yarders. Rams went a little unbalanced with the tackles playing together with the guard, and it was a guard tight end at the bottom of your screen. But it seems like with the Rams, it's 1 step forward and 2 steps back. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 26. Washington, Lababera with the tackle, 4-yard gain. You're going to win against a good team like Butte. You have to play with some discipline. So we've already seen a Rams receiver ejected from the game. That's a 15-yarder. And then Rogers way away from the play with a 15-yard penalty, and then had the receiver flinch and cost a 32-yard run. And it's still only 9-0. Hale, 3rd and 22. Downfield. And the catch! Jeremiah Crum. "43 yards. Hale, he put plenty of air underneath this one. And Crum, high point in that 50-50 ball. And the biggest play of the game so far, and that'll erase that personal foul. First down at the 25. Hale, quarterback keeper, picks up 5. 2nd down. So the Rams were already down their leading receiver, Max Rodarty. Newton was ejected from the game, first play from scrimmage for the Rams. And Jeremiah Crum goes up and makes the play. And the momentum swing that the Rams were looking for. Washington, offset, handoff to Hale, follows his blockers, goes along the edge, and he'll pick up the first down. The Butte defense didn't do a good job of sealing this edge. It's obvious counter, and somebody lost containment, and City able to get inside the 15, marked at the 14, 1st and 10. This drive started at the Rams' own 20-yard line. 2 plays called back, but they've cleaned it up. Speaking of cleaning it up, oh my goodness gracious. Bringing the hammer. Malachi Calhoun with his second TFL of the season. But the Rams need to take advantage of that aggressiveness. But it's been the tale of this game so far. Rams make a positive play, then a negative play, or a personal foul, or a procedure penalty. Making it hard on themselves. 2nd and 12. Screen. That one's out the door. But Hale got a little nervous Purvis. It's a little slot middle screen. But this has got to be, you got to hit the receiver right in the chest, and you throw it behind him, and they had the cavalry out in front. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Now this is the situation for the last season and the first 2 games this season where the Rams have thrown interceptions in the end zone. A bad habit. 3rd and 12. Hale. Stripped. And I think Hale recovered. No, Butte recovered. No. Jerry Robinson, I think it was getting some arm exercises. This ball will stay with San Francisco. But, oh my goodness, did not seal the edge. And is the claw, the hammer, Connor Hogan bringing the hammer. And to see what the Rams are going to do here. They're probably going to go for it. It's 4th and 24. Fourth and 24. Hale needs to step up, throw, and a good job by the Rams receiver, Mahassan, to turn into defender. So the Rams get down to their own 14-yard, or get to the opponent's 14-yard line, and then they just go backwards. And the Butte defense, although they gave up the big play to Crum, they go bend but don't break. And it'll be Butte football on their own 29-yard line with 9:44 here left in the second quarter. These teams have split their last 12 matchups. And last year the game was all Butte College. Follow Carroll. He's the lead blocker. Tyler Lopolo with another tackle. No gain. The Rams' pass defense needs to be put on alert right here. Sayre with Vaughn lined up behind him. Inside run, and Rocky Kadonga with the play. So now it'll be 3rd down and 8. So far today, the Roadrunners of 2 of 5 on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 7. Carroll, the tight end, 3 receivers at the top of your screen. Sayre back to pass, throw downfield, and that's nearly intercepted. Good job by the Rams defensive backfield. Charles Cox, the third, with the pass defense And the Roadrunners will have to punt. Alvarez, actually the punter is Estabrook. 5 punts inside the 20 this season. Beautiful overcast day here in the city. Short punt. Got to catch this. Calcagno does that. And he picks up 5. But he got 5 yards. He didn't let this ball hit the ground and lose that yardage that goes unmarked in the stat sheet. But the Rams just have not had a clean drive yet offensively. First drive, receiver ejected, procedure penalty. Last drive, the same thing. See if they could put a clean drive together. 9-zip here. George M. Rush Stadium, split backs. Hale, play pass. Receiver, wide open. Catch. Crum, the 20. Down to the 15-yard line. "38-yard connection." Crum with receptions of 43 and 38. Pretty much the same spot they were the prior possession. I was actually down to the 14. But Crum over the top in that split back action, which they haven't thrown out of today. They've run the ball several times, not successfully, but set up the play pass. Washington, no gain. Formidable front there for the Roadrunners. Cody Carlson managing the gap and holding the Rams to no gain. 2nd and 10. 2-by-2 set. Roadrunners blitz. Hale, throw. And he's got a wide open Mahassan. But it's to the point now where Hale's looking at the pass rush. You can't look at the pass rush. You've got to scan and look downfield. Mahassan is wide open if he just steps and makes a throw. You're going to take that contact. It's football. So, once again, it appears the Rams' offense is stalling here inside the red zone. Bootleg, throwback, Washington gets a block, touchdown, City College of San Francisco. It looked to be the naked out to the flat to Mahassan, but they throw back to Washington, and the cavalry for the Rams sets him up, and the Rams, with a 63-yard touchdown drive, helped by Crum's 38-yard touchdown reception, and Oliveira on for the extra point. And the kick is up, and it's good. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. City College of San Francisco football partners, Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, where the neighborhood goes to take a time out to share classic cocktails and a great meal with family and friends. Mitchell's Ice Cream, celebrating over 70 years in San Francisco. Stock up for celebrations with family and friends. And WeBall Sports. Head to WeBallSports.com, your number one source for premium football apparel and equipment. So here's the touchdown play. It appears it's going to be a bootleg out to the left, but it's a throwback. And look at the cavalry out front, their black jerseys. And Washington does the rest. So Crum sets up with another. He's got 2 explosive catches today, one for 40-plus yards and the last one on that last drive for 38 yards. And breaking news, the Rams did not have a penalty on that drive. So clean football. And what's interesting about this matchup, since 2008, there's only been 2 games that were decided by 7 or less points. The rest have been decided by 10-plus points. And these are teams that used to play in the same conference. Kick taken at the 2. And Marqueta with a 30-yard return. So the Roadrunners will take the ball at their own 32-yard line with 6:50 left in the first half. I'm Chris Babcock, and thanks for joining us. We're going to show you a graphic later on about how to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're over 15,000 subscribers, and we would like to grow that list. Carroll in motion across the formation. It's going to be a screen out here, and the Rams are all over it, and we've got another flag. So here's the call. So when you see the throw out to the flat and the blocking downfield and you get a penalty there, a lot of times it's holding. Sometimes you've got to realize you've just lost the battle. Right there at the end, the jersey tug right in front of the line judge, and now the Roadrunners are playing behind the chains. Deep set in the backfield is Christian Vaughn behind Sayre. Inside run, and the Rams defense, like we said, one of the best in the state. And pretty good day so far for the Camp brothers. Jalen Camp with the tackle, his brother Dylan with the interception earlier today. So it'll be 2nd down and 20 for the Roadrunners, who traveled down here today, got the early start. And we've got a offset backfield, offset eye. And Vaughn. And now it'll be 3rd down and a very manageable 6 yards. This Butte College coaching staff staying with the game plan. It was once 1st and 20, now it's 3rd and 6. Fopalua is the other back, offset to Sayre's left, bubble motion. Sayre's going to run, and it tips it off to Carroll, and he gets down inside Ram territory. He was right near the line of scrimmage. And Carroll, the leading receiver for the Roadrunners, little extemporaneous play, and the Roadrunners get down to the Rams' 36-yard line. Carroll with the play, 1st and 10. Sayre, and nearly intercepted. And then we've got a flag. That was a gift there on the tip pass. But Lapolo couldn't come up with the pick. See what the call is. Might have been some type of rub, offensive pass. No, it's a hold. So the Roadrunners, that is their 4th penalty of the game. The Rams have been penalized 4 times. So Roadrunners love to be 1st and 20. Highly sarcastic comment right there. But they'll be patient with their play calling. 46-yard line. Rams blitz. It's picked up. LaPolo with the hurry, and that's intercepted. Charles Cox III, we've said his name a couple of times today, but the Rams bring the heat, and they flush Sayre out of the pocket, and then Cox with the pick. Second turnover of the game for the Roadrunners. City will take over on their own 42-yard line, 4:27 left. Now, the Rams get the opening kick to start the second half. So a lot of people, I like to say lapping somebody, winners out, so to speak. But a lot of work in between Mahassan and motion across the formation. Jamison Halu missed the first tackle, but he continued to play the game, and watch how his teammates rally up to the football. Misses that, continues, doesn't go pout party Gumby shoulders. He just keeps playing the game. So now it's 2nd down and 13. Hale, rush, throw to Crum. We've got a hold, and this is going to come back. The referees might have to ice their arms at halftime, and it's another penalty on the Rams. So it'll make it 3rd and 22, or 3rd and 23 rather. And all the penalties have been against the Rams offense. Second down and 23. Rams down 2 receivers. Rodardi out for the game, hurt last week, and then Newton is ejected. Fakes the option. Hale, throw. Mahassan out in space and picks up maybe about 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and 13. So far today, on 3rd down, the Rams are 2 of 4 coming into the game. The offense was converting at 41%. 3rd and 13, empty backfield for the Rams. Hale, throw out to the flat. Mahassan, great tackle in space. This is how you rally up to the football. Whipple, the defender, breaks down in space, takes on the blockers, goes through traffic, and makes the sure tackle. Rams ought to just take their time here. Try to work as much as time off this play clock as they can. So far today, Brushaport has not had a good day punt, but you can turn it around with a nice kick here. It'll be inside the 20, fair caught at the 15-yard line, where the Butte offense will take over with 2:05 left in the second quarter. Please, pretty please, subscribe to our YouTube channel where you're watching this game today. YouTube.com/NorCal Sports TV. We're over 15,000 subscribers. We've got Modesto JC hosting College of San Mateo and the other game we do Foothill College, Chabot College, Santa Rosa JC, many high school games. You'll get alerts on those games. Back to business. Short run. The Rams have 3 timeouts here. Would imagine if Butte doesn't gain much on this play that they'll call a timeout. Coach Snelling, they're going to take their time. 40 seconds in between each play. They won't snap this ball until probably about 1:25 on the clock. Rams have all 3 timeouts under the 90-second mark here from George M. Rush Stadium. Sayre, bubble screen, and it goes nowhere. Janari Bone with the TFL on the bubble screen. So now it's going to be 3rd and 12, and indeed, Coach Collins calls the timeout. So Butte's got 3 first downs. San Francisco has 7. Butte so far today is third down is 3 of 7. They've got 115 total yards. The Rams have 180. 2 turnovers for Butte, 1 turnover for the Rams. So far, the Rams are plus in the turnover ratio. So far this season, they've lost the turnover ratio. So despite the penalties and the several steps forward and several steps back, the Rams only trail by a couple of points. So they're right, with everything that's gone on, they're still in a good position. But just so many times today where they've got a first down and then playing behind the chains, and then that just really makes it tough and to execute offensively. The last drive, no. They certainly took advantage. So it'll be 3rd and 12 here. And if you're Sayre, you want to be careful with this football. He's got a very capable punter to flip this field. 3rd and 12. Quarterback run. And the Rams will call a timeout. So and I get it. A very conservative call there by Coach Snelling and his staff, but I get it. You don't want to turn over the football. He's thrown a couple of picks already today. It's a quarterback run. If the Rams are sleeping, maybe that's a first down. They weren't. It's a short gain. Your punter is now going to won't be in the end zone or be real close on the snap. But if you're City College of San Francisco special teams, don't be a hero and turn out to be a 0 by hitting the punter. Make sure that you catch this punt. Calcagno's got his feet and the Rams logo right at the 50-yard line. His job, most importantly, is to catch this football. Don't let it bounce and lose yardage. Calcagno, fair catch. Nice job by the Roadrunner special teams. That's a 46-yard punt. So that's playing complementary football. It's 3rd and long. You run the quarterback run. You give your punter a little bit of room, and he flips the field with a 46-yard punt. The Rams with, it says 2 timeouts, but they've used 2 timeouts so far today, I believe. Yeah, they've finally corrected it. Are they listening to our broadcast? God bless them. Empty backfield for Hale. Does he go a little quarterback draw here? He does, and it's not real successful. And we've got a loose ball. And it's Butte football. If I know that play's coming, somebody else knows it's coming. Aiden Sullivan with the collision and the chicken strip. Bam! Right there. And it's another turnover for City College of San Francisco. And Butte's in great situation here. 40 yards to go. They've got 2 timeouts in the pocket, so they don't necessarily have to go NASCAR here and go all pass. But what a hit. And Hale coughs up the football. Rams defense put in a tough position once again today. Vaughn with the run. And he gets 10 yards. And then Camp's helmet comes off, and he'll have to come out for a play. And Garnell Wilds Jr. will come in for him. PA system here is, we need subtitles. I digress. And then timeout, Butte College. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. City Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco Football, American Asphalt, Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, Mitchell's Ice Cream, and We Ball Sports. So after the 46-yard punt by Butte, the Rams went empty backfield, and I called the quarterback draw. But there was another key component I knew that was coming. That was 0 Aiden Sullivan, and he dislodged the football from Hale. And the Roadrunners were in business at the Ram 40-yard line. And then they picked up 10 yards. So Butte's down to 1 timeout here. And the Rams defense has been put in a tough position all game long, will be asked again to make a stop. Sayre scrambles, gets out of the pocket, and gets out of bounds and stops the clock and picks up 5. In particular on his left side, when you rush past him, he's going to take advantage and replace you and run the football. 35 seconds left. Butte gets right onto the football. Sayre, throw, incomplete. Nice defense by Elias Williams out of El Cerrito. 3rd down and 5. So Alvarez is 5 of 6 on field goals this year. Three by one set. You got to keep an eye on Cooper running right up the seam. Left tackle moved early. Now, I saw an NFL team do that all night long, the opening game Thursday night, and wasn't called for it until like the last possession of the game. So the Roadrunners will be backed up, and goes from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 10. Trying to get the clock reset to 30 seconds. Okay, 29 seconds. If I discern that message, and then Jimmy Collins will come onto the field. Clock's still at 26. Do. I don't think anybody's commuted to the scorekeeper about this. Now we're changing the clock. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. 29 seconds. Four penalties on Butte, 5 on San Francisco. Rams showing edge blitz. They bring the house. It's picked up. Throw. Nearly intercepted. Trey Baker out of Kennedy. He saw this coming all the way. If this ball is thrown a little bit lower, not only does he intercept it, he's got a lot of room in front of himself to run. So the ball will be spotted, or the holder will be at the 38-yard line. That'll make it a 48-yard field goal attempt. On 4th and 10, Alvarez is 5 of 6 early on in the season. The kick is up, and it's no good. So the Rams defense, once again, steps up and gets the stop and holds the Roadrunner scoreless. And this great job defensively by them. So I'm not sure if the Rams are going to. I think they're going to just take a knee. And that's exactly what's going to happen. But it's been a lot of turnovers here today. Butte's turned it over twice. San Francisco has turned it over twice. And it's 9-7 as we go to halftime. Opening kick, Marqueta returned it 95 yards for a touchdown. Alvarez, midway through the first quarter, hit a 21-yard field goal. And then Hale to Washington on a screen to put the Rams within one score, trailing 9-7. We'll come back with the rest of the game. You're watching City College of San Francisco football on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back to George M. Rush Stadium. I'm Chris Babcock here as the Rams are trailing to the Roadrunners 9-7. Total offense, the Rams have 181 yards. Butte has 127. Both teams have 56 yards rushing. Turnovers, the Roadrunners have thrown 2 interceptions. Dorian Hale has thrown an interception, plus has fumbled the football. The last one was a striking hit by Landon Cooper. And save your letters sending to our governor about me calling him Carroll in the first half. It's definitely Landon Cooper and somebody that I highlighted in preparation. But sometimes the old football coach doesn't get those last names right. So thanks for Ronnie Culpepper helping us out and clarifying that. But the penalties, a penalty-filled first half, the Rams, 5 penalties for 51 yards, all against the offense, and it started the first play from scrimmage when Newton was ejected. We don't have it on tape. I didn't see it, but I would assume when you get ejected on the first play, you're throwing a punch. And they're hurt with Max Rodarty, their leading receiver, coming to the game. He's out. Had a procedure penalty on a long run by Hale. But the one clean drive that the Rams have had today, they scored a touchdown. And Crum has been doing it with a 48-yard catch and a 41-yard reception. So he's got 2 receptions for 89 yards Tyree Washington, 7 carries for 37. Hale, not a good stat for the Rams. 7 rushes for 18 yards and a long of 13, so he's lost some yards rushing. Christian Vaughn, 8 carries for 37 yards for the Roadrunners. Sarah, the quarterback, is 8 of 13 for 71 yards, but 2 interceptions. With games going on around the state, COS got their first win, beating Delta 42-7. Redwoods and West Hills Kalinga tied at 14. American River started the third quarter, leads Fresno City 14-7. That's who the Rams will play next week in Fresno. Another game on NorCal Sports TV. Modesto leads San Mateo with 11 minutes left in the third quarter, 14-7. And no other games in Northern California. The Roadrunners will kick off to start the second half. Mahassan and Washington are deep for the Rams. As we mentioned, they've had one clean drive offensively, and that's when they scored. So we want to go back and look at the keys to victory first for Butte College. Start fast, they did. Took the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Win the turnover battle. So far it's even. And win the fourth quarter. To be determined for the Rams. Win the turnover battle. It's even right now. Win inside the 10-yard line. They've got in there and only been successful once. Actually didn't get inside the 10 because it was a touchdown from the 14. And win third down at less than 4 yards. Haven't seen any of those opportunities yet. Mahassan takes it at his own 10, and he's got room to run if he can get outside the containment, and he does. And Mahassan will get down to the 39-yard line where the Rams will start off with pretty good field position, but we've got a flag, and it's a hold. Blindside block, you cannot go towards your own goal line and block somebody. You have to go and block towards your goal line. And when you block towards your goal line, the officials are going to see it every single time. Didn't quite capture it there, but nevertheless, now the Rams are going to lose field position. It'll still be 1st and 10, but this has been pretty typical of their day. They have a nice play, and then it's nullified by a penalty. So instead of having this ball outside the 30-yard line, they're going to start it at their own 11. And Hale at quarterback, Washington set behind him in the pistol, 2-by-2 set for the Rams in their black jerseys. Washington and 0 gain. The read RPO has not been successful so far today for the Rams, but when they've run straight at Butte, have had success. But credit the Butte defense. And the hit by Sullivan to strip the football of Hale. Back to pass. Scrambles out. He's got a receiver. If he can get it to him, and he does. Big completion. An explosive play for the Rams. Cam Johnson out of Menlo Atherton. That ball will be marked at the 35-yard line, a 24-yard explosive completion. And that's the beauty of Hale getting out of the pocket and breaking free is Johnson. 1st and 10. Hale. And he's called down. Derek Line, the outside linebacker, And Hale just does not feel him coming at all. And he is sacked, and it'll be an 8-yard loss. Bum, 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 bum. I was listening to the theme, the musical from the movie, the music from the video, directed and produced and orchestrated by John Williams today. And that was definitely a shark hit. You don't see it's coming. Everybody else does, but the quarterback. Washington, run. Jelly legs a defender, leaps another, and picks up a big gain. Connor Hogan weighted down by the claw, and Washington's peanut butter and jelly leg run here. Make it 3rd and 4 right there. And a leap. I think the Rams need to feed 7. He's feeling it. And win 3rd and less than 4. 3rd and 4 here for the Rams. Quarterback sweep. And Hale only picks up 1. Great pursuit by the Roadrunner. And we've got a player down. Is that Hale, the quarterback? It is. You put him under a lot of duress on these quarterback runs, and the Roadrunners have done a pretty good job today, except for one run that got nullified by a penalty. So after the big reception by Johnson, the Rams with their punt team. It's 4th and 2. Do they try to draw this punt return team of the Butte Roadrunners offside? Another short kick, but it gets a Ram bounce down to the 10-yard line. A punt inside the 20. 46-yard punt. And the Roadrunners will start their drive just like the Rams did at their own 11. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. City College of San Francisco football partners, Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, where the neighborhood goes to take a time out to share classic cocktails and a great meal with family and friends. Mitchell's Ice Cream, celebrating over 70 years in San Francisco. Stock up for celebrations with family and friends. And Weeball Sports. Head to weeballsports.com. New quarterback for the Roadrunners. Marcus Beeman, 4 of 6 on the season for 29 yards and an interception. And then Sarah will come back for the second play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Coach Snelling and the Roadrunners. 2-0. Rated number 6 in the state. The other big game in the state is Modesto San Mateo. Modesto leads 14-10. Less than 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Reverse, and it's a loose ball. And it's going to be a touchdown, San Francisco. Now in the timeout, I told Jeremy I'm feeling it's going to be a pick 6 for City College of San Francisco. This is a kickball roll into the end zone. Off the reverse. And who dives on it for San Francisco, trying to get a number? Jalen Camp with the fumble recovery in the end zone. And what a gift. And it's not even the holiday season. Extra point attempt by Oliveira. Kick is up. And it's good. How things turn. Key to the game, win the turnover battle. Both coaches so far, the team that's winning the battle is up 14-9, and that's City College of San Francisco. You're watching Ram football on NorCal Sports TV.
pick six, so I don't know. I mean, it was a pick six.
And that was Dylan Camp?
Yeah, 20 is a recovery.
No, Jalen Camp. I literally just told him a pick six. Didn't quite get there. No yards. Kick is good. Now Butte's behind. So, the third turnover of the game, not only you turn the ball over, but you fumble into the end zone on the reverse. Patterson just never really seemed to have – it wasn't because he was tackled, and it was more like my director, Jeremy Hurtado, commented, it's a kick six. And not that Auburn, Alabama kick six either. And Oliveira does what a defensive coordinator loves, just kicks it through the end zone. And the Roadrunners will get their second possession of the second half. And I got to credit City College of San Francisco because it's been a kind of an ugly, punching you in the mouth kind of game. And they've held tough, in particular their defense. And although Butte has 9 points, that the first 7 were the first 6 were because of a kickoff return. And the other 3 were on a short field that the Roadrunners took advantage of. But the Roadrunners still can keep within their playbook. Don't have to be in a hurry to start unleashing the pass. Cooper in motion. Follow him. That's where the ball's going. And then the big fella is loose. Vaughn. A rumbling and a tumbling. 20, actually a 30-yard gain for Vaughn, and that gives him 72 yards on the day. That's how you get the momentum back. Vaughn with the big gain. First and 10. Motion across the formation by Simmons. Quarterback run. And Sayre is met by the middle of the Rams defense. No gain. Simeon Mitchell out of McClymonds just owning the gap there. Actually, we're going to give him credit for 2 gapping that thing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Taking a lot of time in the huddle. A lot of times that call off the wristband is going to be a pass play. Watch 8, Cooper. He'll take you to the play. He's going to stay back and pass block. It's a screen, and it is well defended. Rocky Kataonga with the breakup of the screen, and it's 3rd and 10. He read this like a book, getting deep into the Butte scouting report is all over the screen. Not very well set up. So it's 3rd and 10. Cooper inline tight end with 3 Roadrunners towards the bottom of your screen. Sayre has time. Throw and wrecked. Kataonga all over the shallow cross by Cooper. He'll fill this one tomorrow. This is a lot of work for a 1-yard gain. If you hear the word luck a lot, just ignore it. Estabrook will come in. Estabrook is very good at pinning his opponents inside the 20-yard line. Rams defense gets the stop after the big 30-yard run by Vaughn. The Rams defense has done a good job all day long responding to plays, and then we've got a delay of the game, and they'll back this up another 5 yards. Probably just given Estabrook. And then the Rams will decline the penalty. Okay, you're going to try to lose 5 yards? We're not going to let you and decline it. That's that. You know, Jeremy, I'm thinking about this double scoop of Mitchell's ice cream. I digress. Kick, Estabrook, Calcagno, fair catch, inside the 20, down to the 14, 30-yard kick. And the Rams offense will come out. So you have a defensive score for the Rams and a special team score for the Roadrunners, yada, yada, yada. The Rams lead 14-9. Washington offset to Hale's right, 2-by-2 set. Crum in motion across the formation. Quarterback run, a little counter, gets a block, and then Hale is forced out of bounds. Malcolm DeWalt setting the edge there and making it tough on Hale to get his feet moving, and it's a little or no gain for the Rams. Cam Johnson at the bottom of your screen. Aiden Sullivan showing blitz, but doesn't come. And Washington, and we've got a flag, and I believe we got another flag. So this is a game where the teams have been marched off for 11 combined penalties, and this will be number 12. Maybe it's a holding with the side of illegal hands to the face. But I don't think the Rams have had a defensive penalty all day long. This has all been on the offense. Here's the call. Oh! So when your helmet comes off, you're supposed to stop. That didn't happen, and the Rams offense will take advantage. So a penalty on the Roadrunners, and that's the first time the Rams have got a first down via the penalty. And Coach Snelling he'll get the explanation, but it was pretty obvious. So the Rams, see if they take a shot here to Crum. Shallow cross to Washington. Runs through 2 arm tackles and gets down to the 45-yard line. Now, if this is next level football and it's flag football, Washington is done. But it's not. It's tackle football. And watch Washington just run through turnstile arm tackle attempts. I like this play call. Little cross with the tailback, unaccounted for. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles. And it's inside Roadrunner territory down to the 44. Tyree Washington asserting himself. 56 yards rushing and 15 yards receiving. Plus he returns kicks. Speed option. He's got to pitch it. He has to pitch that. He's got Pearson, who's easily going to get the edge, and then Hale is punished for the decision. Easy pitch out here. The easy read here. He pitches it. There's nobody outside. Roadrunners. No gain. Good job by them defensively. 2nd and 10. Rams playing with an inline tight end. He runs a shallow cross. The back out of the backfield in a little juggling act. Doesn't matter. Pearson out of Pittsburgh High School, picks up 7. It'll make it 3rd down and 3 for the Rams. On 3rd down today, they're just 2 of 7. Four down territory for the Rams. Do they play pass and take a shot downfield? Or do they just try to convert and get the first down? Or try to get the first down, but they don't. And not only can he return kicks for a touchdown, but watch Marqueta come off the edge here, and it's a TFL for him, and tackle Pearson in the backfield. Fourth and 4. The Rams are 3 of 4 this year on first down. Hale's wide open. A completion down inside the 20. Bruce Apareza with the catch and the 4th down conversion. The Rams are now 4 of 6 this season on 4th down. And the tight end, feed the tight end. That's a former tight end coach saying that. And the Rams inside the red zone. Hale, fast screen, Mahassan, and it goes backwards. So it's a sprint right, throwback middle screen, and Butte just not falling for the cheese whatsoever. And the key to this offense is getting the screen game going, and just wasn't there on that particular play. So it'll be 2nd down and 14. A lot of non-gaining plays, a lot of negative plays here for the Rams. Washington right up the gut. You manage this carefully, though. It's going to be 3rd down and somewhere around 3rd and 12 and 3rd and 11. You're in field goal range. You lead right now by 5. A field goal would put you up 8. So if you're Hale, and this has been where the Rams have had the problems the last 15, last season and early this season, and turning the ball over with the interception down near the goal line. 3rd and 11. Roadrunners showing blitz, and they come. Hale, it's picked up. He's got a receiver. Touchdown! Mahassan! 18-yard strike. Hale with the touch, and Mahassan with the catch. 86-yard drive, 5+ minutes for the Rams. Hale with the touch, too much. And the kick. And we've got breaking news. Oh, the Roadrunners are offsides. So do the Rams think about going for 2 here? Probably not. They're going to keep the PA team on. Oliveira. Clean snap, hold, kick. It's 21-9. City College of San Francisco. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. City Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco Football, American Asphalt, Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, Gold Mirror Italian drive. All right, the Rams with a great drive, 86 yards, finished off, and Oliveira with another touchback, such an asset. But Mahassan with the 17-yard reception, 86-yard drive for the Rams, 5 minutes and 29 seconds. And now they really put the pressure on this Butte College offense, who has turned it over 3 times today. Two tight end set for the Roadrunners. Run, Vaughn picks up 3. The Roadrunners will go with the no huddle and get right up to the football. Offset eye. Sayre, play action pass. Pass rush. Throw. And it's caught. Nope. Incomplete. Incomplete. Brandon Smith was the intended receiver. He is wide open. And hit the ground. He tried to sell it. He really did. He had his selling shoes on, but the officials weren't buying it and called it incomplete. So now it's 3rd and 7. Butte is 33 of 10 on 3rd down. Inline tight end, Sayre. Back to pass. He's rushed. Throw. And it's intercepted. Elias Williams, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, City College of San Francisco on the pick 6. Elias Williams. And that errant throw was caused by the pass rush. So the Rams with 2 defensive touchdowns and a performance that resembles that 2021 defensive causing turnovers and scoring on turnovers. Elias Williams, 35-yard pick 6. Oliveira on for the kick. It's up. And it's no good. So the Rams lead 28-9. Let's watch that pick 6 one more time. Under duress. And Sayre didn't see Williams. And watch his teammates block, and they block within the rules. So a pick 6 by Elias Williams. And after leading 9-0, City College of San Francisco is taking over this ball game with 27 straight points. They were down 9-0. Look, everything was against them. Frustrating things happening on offense. But credit Coach Collins and his staff of imitating Animal House. All is calm. So the turnover battle, it's flipped today. Coming into this game, the Rams defense had only created 1 turnover, and the turnover ratio for a 2-0 team was -4, meaning they had more turnovers than what they caused. Not today. Oliveira. Makita in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line. And sometimes people exaggerate when they call the, and we've got a face mask, a shoestring tackle. This was everything included, a shoestring tackle. So we've got a penalty, face mask. We just got to see who it's against. No, block in the back by the Roadrunners. So from the spot of the foul, this ball will be spotted inside the 15-yard line. So 2:20 left in the quarter, and Butte is backed up against their own goal line. Beeman at quarterback has the shallow cross, scrambles, throw. And I don't know if this is a illegal man downfield. We'll see what the call is. Because Beeman is known for his running, but it looked like a lot of big white jerseys were downfield. Here's the call. No, it's a hold. And Butte is just self-destructing. This will be the 7th penalty against Butte. And literally back-to-back plays because they had it on the kickoff and then now on this play. And see what Coach Collins will decline it, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Thank goodness the referee has signals because the audio is not very clear. 2nd and 8. Beeman at quarterback. Run, Vaughn, spin cycle move, and gets to the 22, and it'll be just enough for a first down. And the Roadrunners will get right up onto the football. Under the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter from George M. Rush Stadium on the campus of City College of San Francisco. Beeman scrambles. And I think a lot of people were seeing that it was a face mask, but no call. And it's a sack for the Roadrunners or the Bear Cup. Gee, many Christmas. Deep breath, big fella. For the City College of San Francisco Rams defense. Get it started. Rams call their first timeout of the game. So total yards for Butte is 161. They had 127 at half, so they've only got 34 yards of offense in the entire third quarter. The Rams have thrown for 210 yards. The Roadrunners for 74. And the Roadrunners have 3 of 11 on third down. So Coach Omley and Coach Collins call a timeout. They'll talk about it. It'll be 2nd and should be 3rd and 14? No, they got 2nd and 14 is what's on the scoreboard. Beeman will continue at quarterback. Sarah was 9 of 17 for 72 yards and 3 picks, one of those being a pick 6. Beeman, play action pass, deep ball, and that's going to be nearly intercepted. Dylan Camp, but then there's a breaking news, a flag on the field. If this is on San Francisco, it's a break for the Roadrunners. Here's the call. Yep, first down for – so you've got them 2nd and 14. You hold, and it's a first down for the Roadrunners. This is their first down via the penalty. The Rams have been playing with a lot of discipline on defense. 1st and 10, 31-yard line. Beeman at quarterback, replacing Sayre. Got to watch the slot receiver, Landon Cooper. Just inside the hash. Quarterback run. And Katoanga with another tackle. He has been all over the field. Picks up 3 yards after initial contact. So it'll be 3rd down. The Roadrunners 3 of 11. See what Coach Omley has dialed up. Probably going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Rams showing blitz. They drop into coverage, and it's tipped away. Garnell Wiles Jr. gets his hand in the passing lane with the credit for the pass defense, and the Rams defense with the stop, and the Roadrunners will bring on the punt team. And Calcagno. Rams are going to keep their defense on the – no, they won't. Calcagno will go deep. He hasn't returned it, but he's done a good job of catching the ball in the air and not losing yardage. Estabrook had 5 punts inside the 20 coming into the game. 4th and 7. Calcagno, fair catch. Well done, young man. Plays like a coach's son. So the Rams, and that'll end the 4th quarter. It's been all San Francisco in the second half. They lead Butte 27-9. We'll come back with the final chapter. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. Can you turn that down? City Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco Football, American Asphalt, Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, Mitchell's Ice Cream, and We Ball Sports. So Washington with a first down run picks up 8. We apologize for the missing that first play of the 4th quarter. And we'll probably just keep it here the rest of the game and not go to our videos. So 2nd down and 3. And Tyree Washington, the sophomore, really asserted himself here in the second half. And then I say that, and La Barbera with the TFL. It appears that he was not blocked at all and gets the TFL. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Rams. La Barbera just playing downhill and makes the TFL. So a challenging 3rd and 9 call here for Coach Collins. 2-by-2 set. And Crum at the line of scrimmage. Hale with the quarterback run, and that's going to be a sack. And Malachi Calhoun with the clothesline tackle, and Hale's going to fill that the rest of the game and tomorrow morning. Goodness gracious. So the Rams will punt. Breshaport is standing at his own 23, and then the Roadrunners try to block the punt. They hit the punter, and I don't know if that's going to be roughing or running into. Austin Young definitely hit the punter. Wow. And that is going to be an automatic first down for City College of San Francisco. And Coach Snelling wants an explanation because earlier in the game, Estabrook was hit and there was no penalty. So this will just continue a Rams drive that started the fourth quarter. Now they're inside Roadrunner territory at their 48-yard line. So 4 turnovers by Butte, and then that mistake, and earlier made another penalty that gave the Rams a first down. And the Rams, after trailing 9-0, have scored 27 straight points here at home. Washington, 28 reach, and he loses 5. Aiden Whipple with the force play. A little boundary run, and Washington loses 5 yards. Rams playing with an inline tight end with 3 receivers towards the Butte bench. And then the Rams move, and it's a procedure. So now to make it 2nd and 20. So the Roadrunners have been penalized, enforced 8 times, and the Rams have 7, now make it 8 penalties for 79 yards. The clock will wind here. The Rams rated 3rd in the state. The Roadrunners number 6. Mahassan in motion. Hale. And it's a strip sack, and the ball's loose, and it's scooped up. And it'll be a touchdown for the Roadrunners. Aiden Sullivan. And then we've got a penalty on Butte College's coaching staff of getting onto the field. Now, I don't know if that was during the run or they're going to penalize it and it's going to be marched off on the PAT. But nevertheless, Hale strip sacked and Sullivan with the scoop and score, and then another flag thrown on the Butte bench on one of the players. So I don't know. I don't think we had a shot of the official getting knocked down. But there's a white area on the sideline, and that is supposed to be a running lane for the officials. And sometimes coaches, players, team attendants get a little excited off a play like that. They get in the way of the official, and it's a penalty. But I'm not sure how it's going to be marched off. And then there was another penalty on – okay, the touchdown is good. Okay, so I believe they're going to lose 30 yards on this penalty. So the PAT will be spotted, I believe, at the 33-yard line, if I'm right. And I've been wrong several thousand times already today. And maybe Coach Collins takes it on the kickoff. Here's the explanation. Okay, very well explained there by Jerry Robinson. So they're going to be penalized 15 yards on the PAT, but then on the kickoff, they're going to be penalized, and Butte's going to be kicking this ball probably from their own 25-yard line on the kickoff. The PAT point after touchdown spot will be the 18-yard line. Weird, wacky play. The strip sack, Sullivan with the scoop and score. I imagine he played a little offense when he was in high school. And here comes the PAT at the 26-yard line. So it'll be a 36-yard PAT for Alvarez. And the kick is up, and it hits the upright, and it's no good. So it's 27-15. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. Ned Milan has over 19 years of experience in the financial industry, serving individuals, their families, business owners, and corporate executives. Ned proactively helps to develop a comprehensive financial plan in order to provide the appropriate investment strategy for clients. This includes retirement and estate planning, asset management, tax planning, and liability management. Please contact 1998 Monte Vista alum Ned Milan to develop a plan for your family. Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, seeking to help you simplify your financial life by maximizing your potential for meeting life goals. So Marqueta for Butte took the first kickoff of the game to make it 6-0. The extra point was no good. Then Alvarez kicked a field goal to make it 9-0 Butte. Then San Francisco ran off 27 straight points, but then Hale chicken stripped on the sack. Sullivan with the scoop and score, but the PAT missed. And it's 27-15, and now Alvarez is forced to kick from his own 20-yard line. 12-point game here from George, and it's an onside kick, and the Butte College Roadrunners get it, and that's wow. 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 This is a big change of momentum. When it looked like, Butte called for the penalty, then Coach Collins is out here in the middle of the field. So let's watch this one more time. I don't think a City College of San Francisco receiver even got near this football. Yeah, they're peeling back. You know why? Because they think that since they're so deep that they aren't going to do an onside kick. Well, they did. Sayre back into the game, scrambles, and he's picks up a yard. Win the fourth quarter is one of the keys for Coach Snelling. Vaughn picks up a couple. It'll be third down. And Butte is 3 of 12 on third down. But the onside kick, because I assume the City College, they're kicking from their 20. There's no way it doesn't give them any advantage. Well, if you get the ball, Captain Obvious, there's a little advantage there. $15 on the play clock. Sayre back in at quarterback for the Roadrunners. 3rd and 6, 4-down territory for sure for them. And then the foot fake blitz, and the Roadrunners get a little jumpy, and they'll lose 5 yards. So now it's 3rd and 11. Nineteenth marched off penalty combined with these teams. Number 11 for the Roadrunners. Cooper slotted out 3 receivers to the Rams side. 3rd and 11. Sayre, 4-man rush, scrambles out. We've got a hold. Deep throws, got a receiver until number 14. Trey Baker with the pass defense, but we've got a hold. An easy call here for Jerry Robinson, because I liked how Simeon Mitchell rushed. He kept an outside containment, and the only way he was going to lose containment is if he got held. And then Sayre taking the shot, and it's knocked down. And I wonder if Coach Collins will just decline this penalty, because it's going to be 4th and 11. Pass is incomplete. Well, they're going to take the penalty. So it'll make it 3rd and 21. Interesting. No. Now they're declining it. I knew Coach Collins a little bit. I knew he was going to decline that penalty. Now, Butte's punt team is on. If I'm the Rams, I'm going safe punt. I'm just telling Cal Cogno, just catch the ball. And he's done a great job of that. Rams have not lost any field position with their punt return team. And Cal Cogno picks this ball up on the bounce and picks up about 6 yards, and then we've got another. Cal Cogno's ruled down. We have a penalty flag down at the 24-yard line. It looked like Cal Cogno was grabbed by the face mask, if my new prescription glasses are correct, but we'll see what the call is. Jerry Robinson got a lot of face time today. Oh, I think it's a block below the waist. Oh. Okay. So 9:31 here in the fourth quarter. The Rams have the ball on their own. On their own 21-yard line. You got to protect Hale's weak backside. And some of those, he's got to realize where he is the most vulnerable. Mahassan, I'd like to see him loose in space. He line up at X. Shovel pass, Crum. Truck stick inside the 35. 18-yard gain for him, and he has certainly stepped up tonight. And this is a forward pass. So give him 3 receptions for more than 100 yards, and all of those chain-moving first downs. So he's done what Rodarty has done for this team this season. And Rodarty being out, and then an ejected receiver on the first play from scrimmage for the Rams. And they've definitely needed Crum's contribution and then some. Rams break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. 2-by-2 set. 1st and 10. Butte's read and run here. But they don't defend it very well. Washington, a shimmy, a shake, a rumble, a tumble, and a 16-yard gain. Back-to-back chunk plays for the Rams, and they move inside the Roadrunner 50-yard line. It'll be spotted, or inside Roadrunner territory at the 47-yard line. Tyree Washington, 17 yards. I believe that's 15 carries and 72 yards rushing for the St. Mary's alum. You're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. Washington. La Barbera with the TFL. 8-minute mark here in this 12-point game. And it looked like the Rams will bring in an extra tackle here. Got to get somebody out of the huddle. They bring the tight end out. 2nd and 12. So the Rams will go with a little unbalanced set here with 3 offensive linemen to the left. It's a little counter inside, and Washington picks up a nice chunk. It'll make it 3rd down and 7. The Rams on 3rd down are a very pedestrian 3 of 10. You know, and here you want to manage that play clock. You want to work time off when you have control of the football game. Hale will scramble, and he is ragdolled to the ground by Gabe Foster, who had an interception earlier in the game. So now it's going to be 4th down. And if you're the Rams punt team, you don't have to kick this ball until under the 6-minute mark. They were able to at least work 3 minutes off the clock. But when you have control, every second counts. Short punt, but the Roadrunners don't catch the ball, and they lose 10 yards of yardage. Ball will be spotted at the 4-yard line, a kick inside the 20. We'll keep it right here. Let's give you some scores. First, the San Mateo Modesto game. That's 30-20 with 5:16 left in the 4th. Delta lost to COS 42-7. Redwoods losing to West Hills Kalinga 21-14. Sac City all over Chabot 47-0. And we want to honor Justin McAllister of Sac City College, age 19, who died after a workout on Monday, apparently of a heart failure. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the McAllister family, friends, and teammates and the Sac City football community. No gain there for the Roadrunners. Just a tragic ending to that young man's life. And the Rams played Sac City last Saturday. 2nd and 10. If you're the Rams defense, don't fall for the double move. Cooper with the catch, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the Roadrunners will get right back up onto the football. Want to thank both coaches, Coach Snelling and Coach Collins, of helping us prepare for this game, and hopefully it was reflective in the broadcast. Vaughn moves the chains. We've had a kickoff return for a touchdown. We've had a kick 6, which the ball was kicked into the end zone, and the Rams recovered for a touchdown. They had a pick 6, and then we had a scoop and score. Other than that, it's been boring. 27-15. Next week, the Rams will travel down to Fresno City. That game will be at 5 p.m. Our next Rams game on NCS TV will be September 30th when the Rams host Sierra. Next week, the Roadrunners will play at home. They'll host Modesto JC. That game will be live right here on NorCal Sports TV. Sayre, slant route, caught, 1st down. Jimmy Hassel with the catch. Rams just trying to keep everything in front. Don't let anybody behind you. Catch, tackle. Kidwanga with another tackle. We got to check how many tackles that young man has. He's got 8 tackles on the day, incomplete. And a TFL. So 3rd and 11. How do you find out about upcoming games? You subscribe to our YouTube channel where you're watching this game, and it's real easy. I can even do it. I'm a subscriber. There's a subscription button. Subscribe. You click it. And it's that easy. Boom, boom. Thank you. And we're not going to call you and sell you car warranty for your Toyota Celica that you sold 20 years ago. Throw back to the Celica hatchback, my first car. 3rd and 11. Sayre, throw out here to the flat. And a nice tackle in space. Janari Boone. How many times have we said that young man's name tonight or today? Boone bringing the boom. Fourth down and 10. 4th and 10, and the Rams call a timeout. I like it. They didn't like the defense they have out. So, my brother attended Butte College. My wife attended Butte College. My sister allegedly, we did get her grades. Love you, Patty. But there's also another connection we have to Butte College. Should put that picture up there. My nephew, Marcus, on the right, was teammates with probably the most famous alumni of Butte College, and that's Aaron Rodgers when he actually lived in Ukiah. And then, of course, you're going to talk about Butte College football. You've got to also honor Larry Allen in the Hall of Fame. Played at Butte and then went and played at Sonoma State. And back then, I think they were the Cossacks, but I think the Cossacks have been canceled to the Seawolves. But I digress. So it'll be 4th and 10. Sayre, who was briefly substituted out for Beeman, but he's back into the game. He's under heavy rush, and this ball is thrown, and it's incomplete. And it's almost time for victory formation for the Rams. So the Roadrunners have 193 yards of total offense. That's 3.6 yards per play. And 11 penalties. And the time of possession, all San Francisco. They've had the ball for nearly 31 minutes, and the Roadrunners 23 and change. So I'd imagine, and if you're the Rams offense, you protect the football. You don't get, this is 4-minute offense, you don't get greedy. You get what you deserve, and you take on the tackle. Crum. And that's a late hit. That's cheap. So Crum, he has touched the ball 4 times on offense, Jeremy. And guess how many first downs he has? You're right. He has 4. And this is a late hit, way out of bounds onto the tartan turf. But this is a very safe play, a little jet pass. And Crum, with the help of his teammates, but the men up front, Afoa, Maleni, Campos, Sofa Fatua, Rogers, have done a great job up front today when the Rams have needed them the most. But the protection breakdown on the blindside hits on Hale is something that, I'm not going to blame that all on the offensive line. I'm not going to blame that all on Dorian Hale, but that's something that team opponents, future opponents, are going to pick up on. Rams with the 2 tight end set at the 12. Washington, cut back. Down to the 11-yard line. And then Butte will call a timeout. So San Mateo just scored again, and they lead Modesto 36-20 on a big run by San Mateo. Delta lost earlier. West Hills Kalinga up by 6 over the Redwoods. Monterey leads Siskiyous 13-0. Sac City all over Chabot. The Gladiators 0-3. Sac City with their first win, 50-7. American River with the win. They beat Fresno City 28-7. And the San Mateo up a couple scores over the Pirates. And then this game here is 27-15. Special team score. Defensive scores. Penalties. But the Rams have survived. And Crum, the chain-moving plays for him has really made a difference. Hale, better protect yourself, does a nice job, and make it 3rd down and 3. And the helmet flies off Aiden Whipple, so he will have to sit out a play. And the clock will wind. And then Butte will call another timeout once again. I'm going to just ask you, please, pretty please. just subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. We're going to give you a tutorial right here. It's up there right at the bottom of your screen. You see it, the thumbs up. You click and you subscribe. It's that easy. We're over 15,000 subscribers, but more subscribers gives us a chance to gain more partners like American Asphalt, Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, Golden Mirror Italian Restaurant, Mitchell's Ice Cream, and We Ball Sports, and, of course, the City College of San Francisco football program. So this is going to be an offense that's going to be a work in progress. Obviously, Coach Collins is going to want to clean up the turnovers. But I think Washington and Crum's performance has put the Rams in a position, and then the defense with the fumble recovery in the end zone and the pick six by Williams. And there's that fly sweep pass, and Crum this time screws up his perfect record of gaining first downs with touches as this one loses 6 yards. So it'll be fourth down. Are the Rams going to attempt a field goal here? But what that play will set up is you fake that, boot off that, and get a crosser. So the final timeout, it'll be 4th and 10 from the 12. So these teams, they split their last 12 matchups, and it's been a while since somebody has won back-to-back games in this series. Goes all the way back to 2013 and 2012. And after a ugly start for the Rams, they just stayed on schedule. And the Rams will go for it. No field goal attempt here. We've got 14, 13, 11 now on the field. I don't know how they get away with that. Hale. Throw. Incomplete. Nice defensive play by Michael Bolds. Gets the pass defense. And Butte will take over with 2:27 left in the fourth on their own 12-yard line. Roadrunner still huddling over near their sideline. Butte was 4 of 15 on third down, 193 yards of total offense, 98 passing. And the throw is incomplete. And they had 95 yards rushing. Coming into the game, Butte had averaged 168 yards rushing, and they were above 50% on third down conversions. Sayre, screen pass. Vaughn gets the first down. Cooper with the catch, and that should move the chains, and it does. Clock starts. The Roadrunners will break 5 sacks for the Rams defense, or actually the Rams. Butte College had 5 sacks on Hale. A couple of those were chicken strips, dislodging the football, and a screen pass goes incomplete. Rams over 32 minutes of time of possession. So Butte with 4 turnovers, the Rams with 3. And the Rams, first time all season, have won the turnover ratio. So the clock says 2:08, and the officials are having a meeting. And it's funny because they all have an intercom system, but they like to meet, maybe just because of, all the Zoom meetings from the past. You want to have that interpersonal communication. .132 on the clock. And they'll wait for this to get reset. There it goes. Okay, 2nd and 10. Sayre. Sacked. Nelson Ropati with the sack out of Balboa. It's 3rd and 20. Defensive lineman's dream complete. First down. Trey Patterson, who had that fumble earlier in the game that gave the Rams a fumble recovery in the end zone for a touchdown, and then a fire play by Sayre, and the clock will be stopped with 55 seconds at the Roadrunner 48-yard line. Sayre scrambles out, throw. Boone comes up with, he thought was an interception, but Cooper wins that and gets the catch. Clock starts, less than 40 seconds here. Sayre, throw. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. .27 seconds left. And then the Rams don't want to go home with a timeout, and they call their last timeout. So the Rams with 2 sacks defensively. Hadn't had an interception come into this game. Today they've got 3. Williams with a pick 6. Charles Cox III with an interception. Dylan Camp with an interception. And Elias Williams with the fumble recovery. Actually, Elias Williams with the fumble recovery, but he also got the pick 6. But then Camp recovered the fumble in the end zone. But I want to double check that. He has been all over the football field. Katanga with another tackle, sack, TFL, and more than likely be the last play of the game. I'm not going to say that anymore because I've missed those. But the Rams defense has only given up, they gave up the field goal on the short field, but they have done a great job against this Butte College offense. So it'll be a heave-ho into the end zone, and the Rams looking to win their 3rd straight to start the 2023 season. And that'll do it. We'll take a quick break and then we'll come back. And we've got a Ram player, Zone got called or hurt. He's on the field right at the television number. That's unfortunate on the last play of the game. But we'll take a quick break and then recap it as the Rams beat the Roadrunners 27-15. You're watching City Football on NorCal Sports TV. City Football on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco Football, American Asphalt, Ned Milan at Morgan Stanley, Gold Mirror Italian Restaurant, Mitchell's Ice Cream, and We Ball Sports. Butte was a great start for them. 95-yard kickoff return to start the game, and then a short field off a bad punt, and Alvarez put the Roadrunners up 9-0, and then the Rams started gaining some momentum and scored 27 straight points, the last being an Elias Williams pick 6, and this Rams defense, who hadn't only caused, I believe, 1 turnover coming into the game, caused 5 today. So they get the 27-9 victory over the Butte College Roadrunners. The Rams will be at Fresno City next week at 5 o'clock. Our next Rams game on NorCal Sports TV will be September 30th when they host Sierra. For Butte, they will host Modesto JC next week, and that game will be live right here on NorCal Sports TV. And one more shot. How do you subscribe to our YouTube channel? It's pretty easy. Here's a little tutorial for you. Just a little click, a little subscription. It's that easy. So 245 yards total offense for the Roadrunners. The Rams with 277. And that was enough to get the victory, and they won the turnover rate margin, which they hadn't done all season long. We're going to wrap things up here from George M. Rush Stadium, where City College of San Francisco beat Butte 27-15 to win this Week 3 top 6 matchup and give the Rams a 7-6 edge over the Roadrunners in their last 13 games. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV, for alerts of upcoming games. You have been watching NorCal Sports TV. Thanks to our crew, Rodrigo Donner, Naomi Carroll, statistician Derek Bradley, and our director, Jeremy Hurtado. I'm Chris Babcock here in San Francisco. Good afternoon, and thanks for being on the show.